Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Monday, September the 14th, 2015, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
A celebration of life memorial for Janie Mosley, 84, of Muleshoe, will be held Saturday morning at 10, September the 19th, at the Trinity Christian Center Church here in Muleshoe. Janie Mosley died August the 5th at her home here. Flowers are asked to be sent to the church at 1723 West American Boulevard or U.S. Highway 84 West here in Muleshoe. She was born Janie Hancock in Abernathy on October 27, 1930, to Travis and Catherine Hancock. Janie was a high school graduate of Cotton Center, and in August the 3rd, 1949, she married Matt Mosley. They moved to Lasbuddy Community in 1969 and then moved into town to Muleshoe in 1974. Janie Mosley worked at St. Clair's Department Store, Pointer's Whites, and the Harvey Bass Appliance in downtown Muleshoe. She also worked at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center as a physical therapist and was a value care representative until she retired at the age of 68. She was preceded in death by her parents and her husband, Matt Mosley, whom she was married to for 60 years. Survivors are two daughters, Renee and her husband, Presley Newton, of Muleshoe, Ree and her husband, Glenn Morris, of Merkel, two sons, Marty and his wife, Krista Mosley, of Woodrow, and Greg Mosley of Muleshoe, her sister, Jeanette St. Clair of Austin, and her brother, Glenn Hancock, and his wife, Carol of Fritch. 11 grandchildren and 17 great-grandchildren also survive. Repeating, the celebration of life for Janie Mosley, 84, of Muleshoe, will be held this coming Saturday morning, September the 19th, at 10 o'clock at the Trinity Christian Center Church here in Muleshoe. And Janie Mosley died on August the 5th at her home here. Please remember all of the family in your prayers, please. Buck Johnson certainly needs to be in our prayers, along with his wife, Carolyn. Buck was flown by helicopter ambulance Sunday morning to the University Medical Center in Lubbock from the emergency room of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. He had been brought into the hospital from his home here in Muleshoe by ambulance. Because there was no room for Buck in the cardiac unit, he was placed in the burn unit at UMC and has two nurses with him at all times. Carolyn can also stay with him all the time there in the burn unit. Please remember Buck Johnson at University Medical Center in Lubbock and his wife, Carolyn, in your prayers, please. Congratulations to Charlotte Holt of Muleshoe, who has a new grandson born to her daughter and son-in-law, Andy and Christy Perez. They have named their first child Crosby Dean. At birth, he weighed 6 pounds and 15 ounces and is 19 inches long. Both parents were reared here in Muleshoe. Also, more congratulations to Mr. and Miss Joel Osterkamp of Muleshoe, who have a new baby daughter. They have named her Clara Ford, and she was born August the 30th. Congratulations to Joel and Camille Osterkamp and their family on the birth of this new little baby daughter. We received 16/100ths of an inch of rain on Sunday, and the high was 97, the low was 58. On Monday morning at 7 o'clock, we had 63 degrees here in Muleshoe officially. Now, also over the weekend, on Saturday, we received 15/100ths of an inch of moisture. And now, 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications brings you the weather forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity.
5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications right here in Muleshoe, 302 Uvalde Street, 806-272-5533, offering phone and internet. More services coming in the very near future. Check them out online at www.5area.com. Looking at our weather forecast, it's going to be warm and breezy and dry this coming week here for the Muleshoe area. Sunny today on Monday, high near 96 degrees. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour, then partly cloudy tonight, low around 60. Tuesday, sunny, high near 93 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, then partly cloudy Tuesday night, low around 61. Sunny on Wednesday, high near 94 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low around 63. Sunny on Thursday, high near 94 degrees. Southwest winds again 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear, low around 63. Then homecoming day on Friday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high near 91 degrees. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming north in the afternoon. Friday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low around 58. And repeating today, sunny, high near 96 degrees on Monday for the Muleshoe area. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour, partly cloudy tonight, low around 60. Tuesday, sunny, high near 93 degrees, partly cloudy Tuesday evening, low around 61. 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
The deadline for ordering your homecoming mums from Lasting Impressions here in Muleshoe at 516 South First Street is Monday evening at 5 o'clock. You can simply call if you want 806-272-4287 Lasting Impressions to put your orders in for your homecoming mums. And Muleshoe High School homecoming is this Friday at MHS. And homecoming mums and garters for all ages are featured at Sarah Santos Lasting Impressions, and also for all schools. They do have new styles along with the traditional style garters and mums. And don't forget, Monday evening at 5 o'clock is the deadline for placing your orders for Muleshoe High School homecoming mums from Lasting Impressions at 516 South First Street here in Muleshoe, or you can simply call 806-272-4287. We'll be back with more Muletrain in one moment.
And this edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where they're introducing the new School Spirit First Bank MasterCard debit cards, available now at 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515 for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs, available now at the First Bank. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swipe your card. The Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs School Spirit MasterCard debit card, available now from the First Bank, 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Liao's, where families come together. Liao's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Liao's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
This is homecoming week at Muleshoe High School, and Monday it's called Medical Monday at MHS, and on Tuesday it will be a day where like the faculty will all team up and they will dress identically or as one, and then organizations will be doing the same thing, so it'll be a fun day on Tuesday for the teams of MHS. And then also it's Wacky Wednesday this week. Thursday is Show Your Spirit Day. Friday is Dress Nice. Too Fine Friday is Friday. On Thursday evening, there will be, as always, a bonfire when it is dark, and that will be at the Muleshoe Country Club driving range, and that is just there adjacent to the Muleshoe Country Club in the Morrison edition of Muleshoe. On Friday afternoon at 2:45, the homecoming pep rally will be held in the new Muleshoe High School gymnasium. And of course, at that time, they also will be introducing the homecoming court and also their escorts, who will be Muleshoe High School fellas. And then the Muleshoe High School 2015 homecoming queen will be crowned at halftime this year at the game. The game kickoff is 7:30 Friday night at Benny Douglas Stadium with Perryton. And of course, we'll be there, and we encourage you to be there, and then we encourage you to be sure and enjoy the highlights of the game online and the entire game between Muleshoe and Perryton here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 on Saturday. And wasn't the big victory for the mighty Muleshoe Mules absolutely outstanding? Have you ever been to a more thrilling game than last Friday night at Benny Douglas Stadium when the Mules beat the Eagles of Seagraves right at the very past the end of the game, I guess we should say? And don't forget that the last day to order your homecoming mums is Monday at Lasting Impressions from Sarah Santos and her creative florist. And that is 5 o'clock Monday is the deadline for Muleshoe High School mum orders to be placed. The homecoming court video is seen here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 right now, with the girls who have been selected to be in the homecoming court introducing themselves and telling you all about them. And we want you to know that it's also online on MuleshoeTV.com, our Twitter, and also our Facebook /Gil Lamb. The nominees for Homecoming Queen are Briley Bell. She's a junior, and her parents are Chad and Rebecca Bell and Courtney Magby. And her escort at the pep rally Friday afternoon will be Cameron Hardwick. Then Brittany Mendoza is also a junior, and she's the daughter of Abraham and Stephanie Mendoza, and Dagan Dunham will escort her. And Desiree Gutierrez is the senior, and she is the daughter of Leticia Gutierrez and Anthony Rodriguez. And Donovan Gutierrez will be Desi's escort. Brooklyn Bell is a senior. Chad and Rebecca Bell and Courtney Magby are her parents, and Tony Castillo will be her escort. Blanca Ramirez is a senior, and her parents are Luis and Gina Ramirez, and Matthew Flores will be her escort. Pael Patel will be escorted by Danny Campus, and Pael is a senior, daughter of Rakesh and Renu Patel. And those are the candidates selected by the Muleshoe Mules football team. And then the queen will be chosen by the student body by secret ballot, and her identity will be revealed at homecoming on the halftime performance of our Muleshoe High School Mighty M Marching Band on Friday night. That is at halftime. Now, there are a lot of meetings of governmental entities here in Muleshoe on Monday. And we will be at the Muleshoe City Council meeting at 5:30 on Monday evening at the council chambers in City Hall to film the entire meeting. And they have on their agenda some of the items: a public hearing for 2015-16 budget. Then they will consider an ordinance adopting that budget, consider ordinance setting tax rate also, consider awarding bank depository agreement, and authorizing the mayor, Cliff Black, to appoint a committee to review city manager applications and select applicants for an interview. And you know, at the end of this year, our city manager, David Brunson, will be retiring. They will review the financial statement for last month, and there will be administrative reports. The Texas Municipal League Annual Conference will be held September 22nd through the 25th, and Mayor Cliff Black and the staff of the Muleshoe, City of Muleshoe attended the South Plains Association of Governments meeting on September the 9th. Then the mayor and council will give remarks. The Muleshoe School Board meets Monday night at 7 at the school administration offices at 514 West Avenue G, and the opening ceremony will be an invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and they will also have an open forum for public participation. There will be administrative reports, board training, administration, food service, enrollment, campus schedule, and finances. They will consider adopting the tax rate for 2015-16 for the Muleshoe ISD and approve a textbook disposal and approve the instructional materials timeline and committee process, according to Superintendent R.L. Richards. The regular session of the Bailey County Commissioners Court started on Monday morning at the Bailey County Courthouse in the Commissioners Courtroom, and they're considering the sheriff's fees and EMS rates. They will designate a date of the month for the regular Commissioners Court meetings to be held in 2016. Robin Dickerson will present for approval and county judge's signature the renewal contract with the Texas Department of State Health Services, according to Judge Sherry Harrison of Bailey County. The members of the Calvary Baptist Church want to thank everyone for their wonderful contributions to their successful shoe drive that they conducted on Saturday morning at the church for the school children of the Muleshoe schools. Thank you so very much for your participation, everyone, in this annual school shoe drive. Our son, Grayson Reynolds, went with the Apache crew out of the Cibola National Forest at Magdalena, New Mexico, early on Friday morning, headed toward Powell, Idaho. Of course, he is on a fire engine out of the Cibola, and they are there in Powell now, standing by for any duty that they might be called to in the Montana or Idaho area.
McDonald's right here in Muleshoe will be holding a fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald Charities on Tuesday right here in Muleshoe, 1025 West American Boulevard from 5:30 until 7:30. All of their food sales, 20% of that will go to the Ronald McDonald Charities, so make sure to go out on Tuesday evening right here in Muleshoe, 5:30 until 7:30, 1025 West American Boulevard, and support this charitable cause. 20% of all their sales will go to Ronald McDonald Charities, and you can do that right here in Muleshoe at 1025 West American Boulevard.
Well, there is on our Twitter and our Facebook /Gil Lamb, our story out of the Clovis News Journal from the editor's note of last week. And longtime Clovis High School music educator Norval Howe, who was the Muleshoe High School and also Muleshoe Junior High, long before it was Watson Junior High, choir and band director from 1954 to 56, talks about the Muleshoe legendary broadcaster Gil Lamb. And he remembers many things about that stint while he was in Muleshoe. Norval Howe left Muleshoe schools to go to Clovis in 1956 and has been in Clovis ever since. And he was a wonderful band director here in Muleshoe. I think Mr. Summerskill maybe followed him. And he talked about my late father suggesting that they play Frankie Lane's Muletrain a lot at Muleshoe High School. And he said it soon became, during Mr. Howe's tenure here as band director, the school song, not the alma mater, just the school pep song. And also Gil Lamb suggested that the Muleshoe High School choir record "I'll See You in My Dreams" for Daddy's friend Wes Idsard, who was then at KGNC Radio, and it's now KAMR. And they used that as their sign-off theme. Very few radio stations in that day were on the air 24 hours a day, and they'd sign off at, say, midnight or at sundown. And so they did that here in Muleshoe in the living room of our home. Oh, my, what the memories. They were wonderful. At the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, they are going to Tuesday morning at 10 play bunco. And also at noon on Tuesday, they'll serve oven fried chicken, bow-tied pasta, broccoli raisin salad, and fruit cocktail, and your choice of drink. Wednesday, it's chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, seasoned corn, pumpkin squares, and your drink. Thursday, it's cheeseburger, potato wedges, tomato wedges, salad, and a medley of melons. Friday, it's fish or chicken strips with beans, green peas, tossed vegetable salad low-cal, French dressing, whole wheat rolls, and tropical fruit mix with your drink. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a jiffy. Stay tuned. We are so fortunate in Muleshoe and this entire area to have the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Imagine if we could not go several blocks or several miles to a good hospital, but we can here in Muleshoe, and we are richly blessed because of that. It's your neighbors, your next door neighbor, or your neighbor down the street who you'll find right there ready to help you, the doctors and nurses at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Your neighbors care about you, and we thank them for this wonderful service at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. We are richly blessed here in Muleshoe and our entire area.
The Bailey County Farm Bureau will hold their annual 2015 convention on Saturday, September the 19th, here in Muleshoe at 7 in the evening at the Bailey County Electric Meeting Room, 610 East American Boulevard. Come out for food, prizes, thank you bags, and more. Everything is free for members. Membership will be available to purchase at the door for $40. Only one membership per family is required. Children over the age of 24 are required to have their own membership, and that's, again, the 2015 convention for Bailey County Farm Bureau will be Saturday, September the 19th at the Bailey County Electric Meeting Room, 610 East American Boulevard at 7 in the evening.
Our neighbors over in Clovis at BK Boutique, located at 200 East 21st Street, has not only a wonderful collection of fall clothing and jewelry to go with those clothes, but also Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio. And they're open on Tuesday through Saturday at BK Boutique and Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio in Clovis. The new fall clothes are so beautiful and exciting and fun to wear, and they are delighted to share them with you in their early fall 2015 selections from Sharon Young, True Luxe, Multiples, Piccadilly, Leor, Zoe, and Cheryl Nash. These are the early arrivals at BK Boutique and Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio. Now, some of us like to browse and others like help. And you will certainly get VIP help from Betty Turnbow and Beth Hayes at BK Boutique when you shop there at BK Boutique and Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio. They're closed only on Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Saturday at 200 East 21st Street in Clovis, New Mexico. A former Muleshoe man, Stephen DeBusk, 41, turned himself in Friday evening to Garland police and was charged with the murder of his father, 65-year-old Ronnie DeBusk of Garland. Stephen DeBusk's bond has been set at $500,000. Stephen DeBusk had lived here in Muleshoe recently and also attended Muleshoe High School with the class of 1992. Garland, Texas officers responded to a disturbance in the 4500 block of Lakeway Drive in Garland Friday morning around 2 o'clock and found Ronnie DeBus, the father, dead inside of his home. No one else was at the scene. Detectives were called to the scene to investigate before an arrest warrant was issued for Stephen DeBusk, and Stephen turned himself in Friday evening to Garland police. Please keep the family of Ronnie DeBusk all in your prayers. This is such a sad situation. Memorial service for Everett Reader, 86 of Muleshoe, brother of Mary Jo Burge of Muleshoe, will not be held until October the 1st at 3 o'clock in Ellis Funeral Home Chapel with Dr. Stacy Connor, pastor of First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, officiating. Everett Reader died Monday morning, September the 7th, around 3:30 in the emergency room of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Please remember all of his family in your prayers, and also the families of Jana Brown Finke, 46 of Spring, especially her husband Scott and their children Adam and Meredith Finke, and her parents James and Diane Brown of Muleshoe, and all of the family. The family of Celso Gonzalez, 78 of Clovis, former longtime resident of Muleshoe who worked at the Muleshoe schools for 27 years. Remember little Reed Markle. He is now at Dallas with his mother, Morgan Markle of Muleshoe. Reed has cancer and is being treated there at Children's Hospital, and the family is staying nearby at Plano in an apartment. Please remember Reed Markle and all of his family in your prayers. Robert Johnson, Maureen and Robert Hooten, Doc Jones, Dorothy Lee, the family of Bobby Burris and Mary Martha Ann Markham, Robert Schaefer, Jody Barrett, Larry Thornton, Cassie Crandall, who is recuperating from her surgery.
Well, it is just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can find our latest Muletrain News rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6. Also find our last several months' worth of Muletrain News programs free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith, fiddling around in De Leon. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, celebrating 76 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area. They have 621 years and 7 months of experience among their current employees at Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, and they invite you to come and check out their website, bcecoop.com. Bailey County Electric and the board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoyed the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Wade Butler of De Leon works with fiddles.
Mostly repair and rebuild. I just kind of fell into repairing. I do bow rehiring and repair work on them mostly.
He has a few violins.
7 or 8. I don't know what I have. I didn't count them this morning. I've got a Torelli, which is Italian made. And I got a Stainer. I traded fiddles and repaired fiddles. And I've got down where I don't have any real cheap fiddles anymore. I've got a Ganaris, and the date in it's 1727. He was an Italian fiddle maker that him and Stradivarius worked under the same teachers in Cremona, Italy. It had black paint on it, looked like barn paint. And I shouldn't have removed it without some expertise, but I took the paint off of it and decided I had a genuine product. They're worth more if they still got some of the original varnish on them. They made varnish back then, and sometimes it would take 6 months to a year for the varnish to cure out and dry where they could finish it out. They made it out of tree wax and first one thing another. They made all the tops out of spruce and the sides and the back out of maple. I gave $1,000 for this Ganaris just because I liked the tone and everything.
He usually doesn't make violins from scratch, but he did the other day.
I've got one old deal I put together out of my scrap pile over here. I just picked up the sides off of a Stradivarius, and the back is part of it's a Stainer and part of it's Stradivarius copies, and I don't know what the neck's out of, but I got some toothpicks and some cedar shingle in it. It looked like heck, but it sounded better than I intended for it to.
Wade Butler of De Leon. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen DeMint, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe, 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. He's a member SIPC, and he can assist you with any of your financial needs, no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Monday, September the 14th, 2015 at 11 a.m.
This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are little changed as investors look forward to this week's Federal Reserve meeting that will decide whether to raise interest rates for the first time since 2008. There are no major U.S. economic reports today, but global reports show Chinese industrial outputs missed expectations, fueling concern over growth in the world's second-largest economy. U.S. bond prices are gaining, suggesting the Federal Reserve may wait to raise interest rates. So far this morning, in the S&P 500, the best-performing sector is utilities, while the worst-performing sector is basic materials. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 88 points to 16,344. The S&P 500 Index is down 11 points to 1,949, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is down 29 to 4,793. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 281 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by roughly a 3-2 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down 55 cents to $1,107. The spot price of silver is down 17 cents to $14.44, and crude oil prices are down 33 cents to $44.30. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.94%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 2.18%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is up 78 cents to $114.99. ConocoPhillips is down 69 cents to $46.67. Johnson & Johnson is up 61 cents to $93.54. AT&T is down 17 cents to $32.56. Pfizer is down 33 cents to $32.64. Xcel Energy is down 13 cents to $33.03. Walmart is down 44 cents to $64.21. Procter & Gamble is down 53 cents to $67.89. Walt Disney is down 84 cents to $103.64. Kinder Morgan is down 16 cents to $29.94. This is Dana Rimpey of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.